all the Trump people here. There's all the other people here.
They love me.
Well, folks, Joe Biden just appeared in Michigan, giving a cringy speech about his Build Back Better plan. And as you can expect, was triggered after seeing a bunch of Trump supporters holding F Joe Biden signs and chanting F Joe Biden, and as many are saying, let's go Brandon. Hello everyone, this is Mr. Obvious, and today on the internet, I want to talk about the absolutely senile Joe Biden and some of the things he said in Michigan, and talk a little bit about Secretary Yellen backing the IRS's plan to basically spy on you if you have $600 in your account. Pretty nasty stuff. In other news, parents are taking a stand against the FBI. As the FBI has recently stated, they will indeed investigate school boards and track down parents who are against critical race theory. In other words, the FBI is saying they are going to target concerned parents who are protesting against insane critical race theory being taught in schools. But we're going to talk about all that and more. Before we do, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for updates for future content, and share the video with your family and friends and on social media. Now, I'm going to show you an absolutely hilarious video of Joe Biden basically speaking the language of the gods. But before we do, a quick word from our sponsor. Introducing Webull. Webull is an easy and convenient trading app where you can buy and sell cryptocurrency and stocks. Right now is a really good time to get into investing, as stocks and crypto are currently down at a discount. Join Webull today and deposit $5 and you will receive 2 free stocks, worth up to $1,400. Folks, it's basically free money. Click the affiliate link and deposit your first $5 to receive 2 free stocks. And we're back. This is what he said. Roll the clip.
Parenthetically, when you build a charging station, it's like back in the day when my grandpa worked for the American Oil Company back in the turn of in the 1920 in that area.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
My friends, this is the guy running the country. Biden says anyone who doesn't back his multi-trillion infrastructure bills is complicit in America's decline. MAGA protesters line Michigan streets with "Go home, Sleepy Joe" signs as the president tries to sell his agenda in Trump country. So I watched Biden talk about his Build Back Better plan. And one of the most enraging parts was when he insulted Trump supporters and the American people, saying, if you don't back my $1 trillion infrastructure bill, well, you just don't like America. He's saying that anyone who doesn't promote his garbage is responsible for America's decline. You are America's decline, Joe Biden. Your package, not only is it going to raise taxes, not only is it going to cost us so much money, trillions of dollars, lots of debt. This is going to cause hyperinflation. It's going to cost people jobs. Now, Biden keeps saying that, we're not going to tax the poor. Oh, really? If Joe Biden is not going to tax the poor, then why is Treasury Secretary Yellen backing Joe Biden's plan to make the IRS report $600 transactions because it will, quote, fill the tax $7 trillion gap? I'm going to tell you why, folks. If Joe Biden's Build Back Better plan was really about taxing the rich, do you think that the plan would include a provision where the IRS would have the power to spy on every transaction over $600? Let's just use a little logic here, okay? Do you really think the rich Democrats and politicians in general, let's be honest, do you really think rich politicians would vote to raise their own taxes? Did you know that Nancy Pelosi has a net worth of $100 million and she's talking about taxing the rich? She is the rich. Joe Biden is the rich. The Democrats are the rich. Do you think the DNC, the Democratic Party, is going to pay those taxes? No, they're not. You are. Here on Twitter with William Bailey, you can see the following. Spotted in northern Michigan. So apparently this was a sign that was up in Michigan, and it says, "Don't blame us, we voted for Trump." Yeah, every single day of the Joe Biden disaster, I always say we should remind Democrats who they voted for. Because you see so many of these liberals and lefties, right, crying on Twitter, crying on social media. Why is gas more expensive? Why is food twice as much? Oh my God, vaccine mandates? Well, you know what? You get what you deserve. Because these are the same people that voted for that senile, babbling old fool. Sleepy Joe. Back in my day, we had the radio phone, and you could call the store. And I knew a guy named Tupop. There's a man. He had a green hand. But let's go over to our next news story. Here on the New York Post, parents take a stand against the FBI crackdown on opponents of critical race theory. So recently I covered a story about a National Association of School Boards who control many of America's schools, and they wrote a letter to Joe Biden saying, we want the FBI to come here and take down and crush all those parents who oppose our woke agenda. Here the story says, parents and politicians are slamming the Department of Justice's decision to bring in the FBI to investigate a spike in, quote, threats against school administrators, board members, teachers, and staff, saying the Biden administration is likening their protest of woke policies, such as critical race theory, as well as mandatory mask wearing, to, quote, domestic terrorism. So, what happened was pretty simple. Parents are finally waking up, they're taking the red pill. Parents are finding out that teachers are teaching white kids that they're bad because they're white. They're teaching minorities that they're oppressed losers who can never accomplish anything. It's some of the most disgusting stuff you ever heard, but that is what critical race theory is. It is a Marxist theory. It comes from Marxism, aka communism. So, the school boards were triggered because they want to indoctrinate your children, because they want to brainwash your kids. And they get mad when parents say, no more, I'm going to protest, you're woke, baloney. So the school board called parents terrorists and said that the FBI should crack down. And guess what? Now those FBI cucks are saying that they're going to come and they're going to target the parents. Why doesn't the FBI target these teachers for trying to brainwash children? Because the FBI is a joke. It is nothing more than a lapdog for the Democrats, which are pushing this CRT nonsense. So one critic, Arsa No Money, has been striking back against the FBI. Nominee's group has been researching how school boards across the U.S. implement woke ideas into curricula, such as critical race theory. In recent months, dozens of parents have taken a stand in school board meetings against the teachings of critical race theory in classrooms and to protest mask mandates, causing some to wonder what the FBI and DOJ are actually investigating. The DOJ move was spurred by a National School Boards Association asking the Biden administration for assistance, suggesting that there had been threats and acts of violence and equating those to domestic terrorism. In other words, the FBI is coming after parents. And that's pretty much how it goes. It is a really disgusting situation. Now, all this aside about the infrastructure package and Republicans and Democrats arguing, are we going to spend $3.5 trillion? Are we going to spend $2 trillion? $1.5? We need to cut it down. They're arguing over how much it should be. In my opinion, it should be zero. But regardless, any amount is too much. Because one of the things that Biden was saying was that we're doing this infrastructure package in order to build roads and bridges and infrastructure. Well, guess what? Actually, less than 5% of the bill is actually going to fixing the roads. And that's the funniest thing to me. As a libertarian, people are always telling me that libertarianism is stupid because who will build the roads? Well, I don't know. Who's building the roads now? It's not the government. They don't give a damn. The roads look like garbage, okay? So you're not getting that infrastructure. Fat chance. You think they're going to fix the pipes in Flint, Michigan? No. Those kids are going to continue to drink the lead, live in the pods, and eat the bugs. But that, my friends, is merely the obvious. Well, that's all for now, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about this story by commenting down below. Anyhow, if you want to support the channel, join me on Patreon or Subscribestar, as this channel is currently not monetized. Joining will give you access to a private Discord server called Fight Club. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, folks, and I'll see you all next time.
Hello, Michigan. It's good to be back.